It is clear that the Nairobi Freight Station was intended to serve as a hub of cargo transport on the SGR. However, it cannot perform the function of a rail freight terminal because specialized facilities for handling bulk freight and container cargo were not developed. And I want to thank this great company for being among the first to invest in that space. I want to encourage other companies, instead of being on the sidelines, to work with the government of Kenya, and we are willing and ready and able to facilitate others to come on board so that we can have a competitive environment that gives us best results. I remember having a chat with my good brother Mujtaba, and I asked him whether he has any problem with competition. He says to me, competition makes him better. And I think that is the spirit. Kenya is the gateway to East and Central Africa, and through our port of Mombasa, we are able to serve our own inland territory as well as neighboring countries by facilitating both inbound and outbound movement of goods and people. This way, our national transport system performs a vital economic role in supporting our region's exports and imports, as well as promoting regional integration. Additionally, Kenya aspires to ensure its international competitiveness in various important sectors. We recognize the role of infrastructure in providing the connectivity required to anchor levels of efficiency that can keep our economy competitive on a continuous basis. Further, Kenya recognizes the need of investing in greater infrastructure capacity with a view to achieving high productivity and robust economic performance that is commensurate with our stated aspirations as set out in the National Economic Development Blueprint Vision 2030. I direct the Cabinet Secretaries for National Treasury and Economic Planning and the Cabinet Secretary for Roads and Transport to identify land along the railway to be designated for the development of these hubs throughout the railway transport corridor, from Mombasa all the way to Malaba. As we implement this important project, we shall also facilitate our customs areas to evolve into vibrant trading and transshipment hubs, serving the entire East and Central Africa region. We are therefore confident about the possibilities that lie in the future and encouraged by the potential that we can unlock through visionary private investment, as we have witnessed today. Development of SGR logistics and commercial hubs to provide adequate storage, warehousing, handling, and other facilities is therefore essential in the utilization of the full capacity of the SGR. In turn, the enhanced viability of SGR will provide the definitive indication of our economy's strides towards sustainable competitiveness. The government of Kenya has identified partnerships with the private sector as a highly appropriate delivery model for many projects under the 5 pillars of the bottom-up economic transformation plan. Private capital is particularly ideal for developing SGR logistics and commercial hubs to be located on the wayleave within reasonable intervals along the SGR line. Developing seamless transport and communications connectivity is inevitable in the interest of stimulating productivity along every value chain across various sectors throughout the country. It is also critical to enhance national and regional socio-economic integration. We have been committed to reducing the time needed for goods and services to move from producers to consumers, and a dense network of effective infrastructure is a necessary imperative. Railway transport remains the most efficient means of transporting large volumes of cargo across territories. It was time for Kenya to upgrade its railway transport system and improve general transport efficiency by constructing a cheaper, faster, high-capacity standard gauge railway in order to manage the exponential growth of imports and export trade. The Mombasa Railway standard gauge railway is now in place. However, this essential national asset is performing significantly below its capacity. I am told by the management of Kenya Railways that it's currently at almost 40%. Partly because of present levels of economic activity remains inadequate, but also because it lacks requisite provisions for facilities to unlock its full potential. And the reason why the Minister for Transport and the management of Kenya Railways are not here is because we have made a commitment that we want to increase the capacity of our railway network from the current 40% to 80% in the next 5 years.